Welcome to the Virtual Strategic Solutions Virtual Reality Simulation System. Accessing Legacy Dataset. Files loaded. Simulation ready. The Galaxy News Radio Building and GNR Plaza are located in the Chevy Chase district. The first and easiest way there is to find Farragut West Station and go through the utility tunnels. After a brief fight with some ghouls, the Lone Wanderer should find themselves in the Tenley Town Friendship Station tunnels. Following the tracks to the Tenley Town half, following the graffiti markings to the south, leads to two super mutants fighting Lion's Pride in an alley. GNR Plaza is the focal point of a battle between super mutants and the Brotherhood of Steel. The area consists of a sculptured fountain in the center and a caved-in metro entrance. The entrance to the station is fortified with sandbags. Several Brotherhood members stand guard at the steps and on balconies off to the side. During this quest, one of the game's 5 super mutant behemoths will spawn behind a wrecked bus that blocks the alley from which the behemoth spawns in. It will then proceed to destroy the bus, taking out Reddin as well, before attacking the player and the surviving Brotherhood members. The main lobby of GNR is heavily fortified with sandbags and other barricades, as well as several named Brotherhood of Steel members armed with flamers, missile launchers and laser rifles. To the north and south are doors leading to the balconies outside, as well as some bathrooms. There are some first aid boxes and ammunition boxes scattered throughout the lobby. Upstairs there are some offices and the recording studio in which 3Dog resides. Another door leads to the back exit, which is inaccessible from the exterior. 3Dog is the radio host, DJ and news anchor of the Galaxy News radio station in the Capital Wasteland in 2277, playing music that would have been heard on the radio in the years leading up to the Great War, as well as the immediate post-war era. Born to parents who made their way in the world as members of a traveling theater group, 3Dog grew up listening to rock music, resenting the government that he never knew, but surely caused the Great War, and fully believing in the rights of free speech and communal law. He is fully committed to spreading the signal of his radio station to anyone who will listen. He sees it as his duty to counter the propaganda spouted by the Enclave on their radio station. At some point, before he discovered DC's primary news radio, he was experimenting with Jet and stumbled across Oasis during his travels in the Capital Wasteland. He established GNR in 2272, together with his technician and assistant Margaret. Since he began, he has been broadcasting to the Wasteland with public service announcements and music. At times he makes jests at Enclave Radio, going as far as mocking President John Henry Eden's voice. 3Dog believes in what he calls fighting the good fight, which boils down to any action that opposes and antagonizes the Wasteland's various oppressors and thugs, be it raider gangs, bands of super mutants, slaving parties, Talon Company death squads, or the Enclave's soldiers. To this end, he actively cooperates with the Brotherhood of Steel, letting them use his fortified radio station as an outpost. However, he avoids direct involvement in the war effort, and instead leaves the defense of the radio station to his Brotherhood entourage. Ironically, one of the radio DJ's friends had entrusted him with a key to a military weapons cache. By 2287, 3Dog had vanished under unknown circumstances, but his legacy lived on. After his disappearance, Phil Goodman, also known as the Ghoul of Cool, took over his duties as a DJ and the main advocate of the good fight. Goodman recruited a company of like-minded mercenaries to carry on fighting in 3Dog's name. 3Dog has been mentioned by Travis Miles, DJ for Diamond City Radio. After the sole survivor defeats the Institute with the help of either the Minutemen, the Brotherhood of Steel, or the Railroad, Travis will say that an old friend used to tell him, "You have to fight the good fight." 3Dog will give directions to the Museum of Technology and the Washington Monument. Inside the Museum of Technology, the Lone Wanderer will need to find the Virgo 2 lunar lander, which is located in the west wing of the building. They can obtain this information from a terminal in the atrium to the right of the entrance when one comes in. Upon finding the lander and clearing out all hostiles, the Lone Wanderer grabs the dish on the lander, then proceeds back to the Washington Monument. Upon arrival, they are greeted by the Brotherhood of Steel guards there, who then let them in. After riding up the elevator, the lander dish is mounted. After the dish is mounted, and the radio signal from GNR can finally be broadcast, the lone wanderer then returned 2-3 Dog to learn where his father had gone. Simulation completed. Please exit the pod or have a technician select another file.